Hey everybody, how's it going? I thought I'd share with you a work in progress of the Dark Angel test miniature. I'm using a plastic robed marine to do the Dark Angel's test miniature, to test both the robes that I'm trying to do as well as the green armor. One thing I have to do is I don't have the arms, the backpack, clipped out or base coated yet. I gotta clip them out, clean them up and base coat them, and then because I'm moving on to the armor stage. I don't know how I'm going to equip him. Probably some type of power weapon or power fist on a bow pistol or something like that. Pretty much a little bit of background. I'm slowly going to be redoing my Dark Angels army, my green wing, if you will. And I'm going to make all the veteran types robed because I think it'll make them stand out and it'll be cool. So command squads, fully robed. Any type of sergeant's going to be fully robed. And if I do battle company veterans, they'll be robed as well as HQs. They'll be robed. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna try and do something similar with the Raven Wing because the Raven Wing comes with a sergeant kit. Oh, it comes with a sergeant that's robed. I can do that. The only people who won't be robed for veterans will be the Death Wing because I don't want to sculpt robes on them because I frankly can't, quite frankly. Yeah, I know I said that twice. Anyway, the Raven Wing, I plan to make sergeants and like the apothecary and the standard bearer robed as well. So that little thing aside, learning how to do the robes is important for that. So that's where I'm at now. The robes are pretty much completed. I got the thing down pat on how I'm going to do it. It looks a lot smoother in person. The camera kind of takes out some of the smoothness of it. But here we go. What I did was a pure black base coat. The reason I did that is because I don't have a white spray that I like using. The white spray I have leaves it kind of chalky, so I painted it with black. If I could get a nice smooth white base coating spray paint for the robes, you guys, I'd probably base them in white, but just to make it a little bit easier. But I base coated black. Then I have this brown concoction I made up. I believe it's bestial brown and white, or bestial brown and bleach bone. I forget exactly what it is, but it gives this color that you can't see really on the model too well because it's covered up. But actually, that's the color right there, I believe, on the inside. The inside of the robes, I didn't do the same color as the outside. I'm going to do them a nice red lined inside or something like that. So I put that brown down in 2 coats to get it to cover fully. Then I did 2 light coats of white just so it didn't look streaky. I wanted to be consistent, even if it was going to be even if it was going to be translucent. I wanted the white to be consistent. Excuse me. Every time I do a video, my voice decides to like need to be cleared, or throat, I should say. Anyway, so I did that. Once the white was done, I gave it a very heavy wash of Griffin Sepia. And after I washed it, what I did was I hung it upside down. Now what I'm going to do to make it easier is I'm going to take like a metal rod or something. I'm going to stick it through the cork as best I can. Hopefully it won't destroy it outright. That way I can hang it and it'll just sit securely that way. The reason you hang it upside down to dry is instead of the wash running down and collecting at the bottom and pooling, which wouldn't look that well, or that good I should say, it collects towards the top like that. So where the deep recesses that would have the shadow would have it is where it collects and dries. So I did that. Then after I did that, all I went ahead and did was dry brush bleach bone, and then I dry brushed skull white very lightly on top of that. And that's the robes. So that's that. Then I did bestial brown for the rope and bulk on metal for the ends of the rope there. And there is the robe marine ready to go as far as the robes go. Up next, I'm going to be doing the power armor itself, so it'll be nice and green. Still working on a way of doing the green. I think I have something figured out that I want to do, and when I do that and have it done, I'll pretty much at that point, once I do the green, I'll finish with the model, put it together, and show you the completed product on its base. I just gotta find the base. I put it somewhere. The base is already done. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. For now, I'm going to go ahead and continue painting. As far as the Battletech miniatures I'm painting up those 2 pewter guys I showed you, as well as I'm painting up an Innisphere Hunchback. I'm going to paint them up in the Iridani Light Horses color scheme, which is kind of fun because I'm painting Smoke Jaguars up, and I'm going to do the Iridani Light Horses who attacked the Smoke Jaguars and were responsible for really destroying them, unfortunately, because Smoke Jaguars are awesome. Anyway, that's a tangent for another time. This guy is done, and I'm still utilizing the cork with the poster tack and the square base to paint him up. And hopefully I can do the robes without really... do the power armor without getting any paint on the robes. That's going to be a little bit of a tricky part. Luckily, there's not any dry brushing involved or anything like that, so I should be fine. But sometimes my hands have a little tremor when I try to do detail work. Only when I try to do detail work. It's like, haha, screw you. But anyway, the robes, they're not the smoothest in transition. I can see that, but I like what they look. They look worn. It looks like it's a heavy type of cloth material or something like that. That's seen action. It's not in pristine condition. So I like the look. What I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna do the inside of the robes before I do the power armor. I'm not entirely sure, just because there's a little bit of the section in the middle there that I'll get paint on the legs. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm going with a red, probably a nice scab red or yeah, scab red color scheme there. I think it'll interact nicely with the robes and with the armor. So yeah, that's it for now. And until next time, take it easy.